Hey guys, Soaked in Bleach. So what is it about? This documentary questions the surrounding evidence in the Kurt Cobain suicide case. It uses facts provided by Tom Grant, a retired police officer and private investigator hired by Courtney Love at the time of Kurt's disappearance weeks before he was found dead in their Lake Washington home. This film collaborates a plethora of experts in their respective fields, ranging from the electrician that found Kurt to medical pathologists, police chiefs, PI Tom Grant, EMTs, Kurt's friends growing up, and first bandmates, as well as handwriting experts. There may be a few others I missed, but you guys get the picture. The majority of the movie has a pretty good flow through it, leads you through events prior to finding Cobain. It's a mishmash of actual recording dialogue at the time of when these events took place, as well as some reenactments through live acting. They also splice in sit-down one-on-ones with many of the actual people involved, as well as experts that have gotten to take a look at the case and evidence provided thus far. The sit-down portions were well done, I thought. They sifted through the information and facts at a manageable rate, at times some stopping to reflect and honing in on certain aspects that they questioned or didn't agree with. I appreciate the subtleties of the backgrounds. In the one-on-one sit-down portions, at least to my eye, they tried and succeeded of creating the garden house in which Kurt's body was found. Even rain falling throughout the sit-down interviews, my guess is to give that dark and dreary Seattle weather vibe, or to pay homage to the same weather the day Gary Smith found Kurt. The reenactment scenes are serviceable. They were not bad to me, but at the same time, nothing here is going to scream award-winning. Neither. They got the job done. These scenes are scattered throughout the film, so there's no real pattern to these. They just kind of pop up when they do. Sometimes they cut to them for a brief to longer interludes, then back to the sit-down interviews, where the real meat and potatoes are to be found for the majority of the film. One aspect that got convoluted, I thought, was when they are splicing the real recording audio into the live acting portions. They gave you an indicator in the bottom left-hand corner signifying that the audio recordings are playing. However, I noticed that sometimes the indicator is shown on screen, yet the live actors are still recreating the dialogue instead. This isn't a huge issue, but at least to me, it was a bit sloppy and could have been more refined and done a little bit better. I would say the best way to separate the two is with your ears, in that the audio recordings are original, so naturally the bit rates or quality are going to be lower versus the interviews and live acting. Again, not a huge issue, but it could have been done better. So is it worth it? That's the big question. That's why we're here. I would say yes, even more so if you have not dove into the Kurt Cobain case whatsoever, or even if you're like me, that has seen a handful of documentaries over the years and have owned books as well. You should still find that there is a bit new material to consume here. It's not going to be anything groundbreaking, but for the most part, Soaked in Bleach puts together a fairly nice case in the questionability of Kurt Cobain's suicide case. Never does it step over its boundaries, as it mainly sticks to the well-known facts, as well as original audio recordings from Love and Kurt's best friend Dylan and their in-home housekeeper and handler Rosemary. The film, as it states in the beginning, is here to show you the facts. Experts give their opinions on it, and then it's up to you to decide whether or not there was any wrongdoing in the case. Well, really, that's about all I got. I don't want to give too much away, especially if you've never seen this stuff before. You're going to want to go check it out on your own. But again, you know the drill. Leave your comments below and let me know what you think of either my quick review or how much you did or didn't like the film. Lastly, I would just like to mention I saw ratings from the film that started out super low. And I'm not sure if this was a premonition from the producers of the movie, but in the film, as it states at the beginning, Love and her legal team were trying to stop the film from being shown in theaters with a cease and desist. Not to get all conspiracy on you guys, but when you hear and see something like that that's already been documented, and then you add into the fact that the reviews were so low, I mean, could it be possible that Love and her cronies may have went online to post negative reviews? I mean, I think it's at least possible. I'm not saying it's pliable here, but it seems possible. Not saying this is the case exactly, but I have a hard time thinking of someone rating a film so low based on facts that are tried and true. I mean, it'd be one thing if the facts that they present to you are false, but this isn't the case. These are what really happened. So that's really all I got, man. Take care, guys. And again, like I said, let me know what you think about the film if you get a chance to see it. Or my review, it's probably not that great, but I tried to be as honest as I could with it. Thanks. Take care.